G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jared HD here. Welcome to the 4th episode of my Notts County FIFA 16 Road to Glory Career Mode series. I do apologise in advance if there is a bit of background noise. Hopefully that gets drowned out by my microphone and freaking audio split or whatever it's called, but it is raining quite heavily outside and it might have a little bit of noise. But anywho, we are going to be in the transfer window just there. You would have seen that we did sign Palmer from Chelsea on a 2-year loan with a future fee of £1 million. So his future fee will run out hopefully by the time we are in the championship. If he is a decent player by that time, we'll be able to sign him for £1 million, which I think is quite a decent price there. But anyways, we have a big matchup to kick off today's episode. We are in the Capital One Cup. It is our first ever Premier League opponent. We are taking on Watford at Vicarage Road. Hopefully we can get the result. It would be quite an astonishing result. But look at that. Graham Burke gives us the 1-0 lead on what was quite a lucky passage of play. It just fell perfectly for Burke. He smashes it, and there was not much the Watford keeper could do about that one. However, in the 21st minute, Palmer trying an audacious attempt there, trying to give us a 2-0 lead. That would have been awesome if he scored that. However, not much challenge there from Watford, as we are now 1-0 ahead into the second half. Kwabena Appiah really should have given us the 2-0 lead. Unfortunately, he misses that one to the right-hand side. I guess that's something you would expect when he is a 58 rated player. However, in the second half, Steed, he's trying to beam in. He takes the strike. Fantastic save from Arla. It is fair to say that we have been absolutely dominating Watford. Here is their first opportunity. Brahmi, it goes in there, and Alex Moret is able to tip that one over the post. And something I have noticed playing FIFA this year, all the teams don't seem too hard unless it's a big team like Manchester United or Manchester City. But a bit of reality strike here as Watford do get a penalty. It's going to be Brahmi stepping up. He stutters, so I know he's going to chip. He chips it down the middle off the crossbar and we clear it away. We're counting our blessings there. Absolutely shocked that we are actually still in the lead, even though they get a penalty. Their keeper comes up for a corner late in this game. Brahmi on the ball once again, looking to make up for that penalty miss. It goes there, but a fantastic save, fantastic reflex save from Merritt. After that header falls straight into his hands. Ulari on the ball and stoppage try, misses that one off the right foot. And lads, you're not going to believe it, but we're heading into the next round of the Capital One Cup. A shock win at Vicarage Road as we dethrone Watford. Absolutely shocked with that result, but absolutely over the moon as well. Just shows how much potential our side has and how much we can lift against a big side. Hopefully we can get the title of Giant Killer until eventually we become the Giants ourselves. However, I think it is crucial that we set up a scouting network. We're going to scout in England for the first little section, as I would like to develop a lot of talent rather than having to buy it. Would be quite nice to develop a nice crop of youngsters that can be growing by the time that we are in the top divisions. That would just be fantastic. Anywho, the second matchup of today's episode is on the road once again. We are taking on Stevenage in the Football League 2. Would be quite nice to get another victory in this episode. This is the lineup that we are rocking with. The 4-goal hero from last episode, Campbell, is in striker. But anywho, Elliot Hewitt is on the ball here, 37 minutes into it, passing that one to De Silva. Great ball there to Hayhurst, but what a fantastic save from Crow, the Stevenage keeper, keeping it at a 0-all scoreline. On the stroke of half-time, we're looking to head into the break with a 1-0 advantage. De Silva squaring that one to McLeod. McLeod sees Smith. Smith fires on the edge of the box. And Smith, the English centre defensive midfielder, fires an absolute rocket into the top left-hand corner. He gives us the 1-0 advantage against Stevenage. Over the moon about that one. De Silva looking for a goal, weaving in and out of the Stevenage defense. He lays that one off to Campbell. Campbell passing that one to McLeod. McLeod back to Campbell. Campbell hits it off balance and only just misses that one to the right-hand side. Would have been fantastic if we could have doubled our advantage there. But you know what? We are all over Stevenage right now. De Silva out to Schneiders. That one goes into Hayhurst. The backup left midfielder's header, though, goes over the crossbar. Would have been quite nice to score there. Another highlight in a space of about 3 minutes here as Stevenage, it goes to Perret. Marriott hits that. Holy shit. What a strike there from the Stevenage player. I've never seen that animation in all my time playing FIFA. Look at that, first time, it kind of bobbles up, and he just hits it and swerves that one into the corner. That is just absolutely ridiculous stuff there. My jaw is just down. That's just crazy. Anywho, we're looking to get back into the lead here. We don't want to lose a game that we have dominated off one ridiculously freakish passage of play. Campbell turns the defender there. And, you know, I'm not surprised that Campbell can score a goal that well. Like, that is just such an awesome goal to score. And Campbell is the man to do it. He is just an absolute machine, proven to be a series hero in these early stages, lighting the competition on fire. And I'm sure when January comes, he's going to have a lot of transfer offers coming his way. However, lads, we do go on here and collect all 3 points away from home against Stevenage. Campbell proving to be the difference once again as we go on and defeat Stevenage 2-1. Absolutely stoked about that one. As we have another training session here, it is going to be Palmer and Snyder's getting Bs, Campbell getting an F, Donachie getting a C, and Moret getting a D. The final matchup of today's episode is in the J Paint Trophy, a competition that I am not too interested in at all, in all honesty. Don't really give a shit about it. It would be nice to get a little bit more cash on the side, but it's going to use up crucial games and using up a lot of our players' stamina, so if we get knocked out, I won't be too upset. However, saying that, I would like to win. It wouldn't be too bad. We are taking on Bradford City in our first J-Paint Trophy game. 3 minutes into it, we have Palmer passing this one to Steed. Steed to Appiah. Appiah through to Swerts. The backup striker almost getting to that one, but Williams is able to make the save. 23 minutes into it, Burke out to Sharp here. Sharp looking for some support, passes it back to Jenner. Jenner lays that one off to Swerts. The Belgian centre defensive midfielder, I do believe he is, takes the strike from distance. It gets saved. It goes back out to Appiah, who has a bit of a cheeky little dig, but misses that one horribly. 35 minutes into it, Davies is on the ball. He gets tackled from Sprockel. Sprockel passing it to Palmer. Casey Palmer, great through ball there to Steed. Steed is one-on-one. He's going to finesse it. Save from Williams. Another save from Williams. What a shocking miss that is there from our striker. Really should be in the lead here against Bradford. We are dominating them, and we are really being a dominating team to start off this series. Steed is one-on-one. Another save from Williams, and heading into the halftime break, we are still at a 0-0 scoreline. Or are we? Off the corner, Jenner to Hollis. Hollis with the header, and he goes to, misses that header to the side. So we are going to go into the halftime break at a 0-0 scoreline. Kicking off the second half, Evans passing this one to Anderson. He squares it across goal, taken down. Bloody hell. Bradford get the penalty here. Davies to step up against Moret. He puts it to the left-hand side. Alex Moret guesses correctly, and we still have the 0-0 scoreline. We're proving to be a side that doesn't concede off penalties, which is definitely a nice tag to have. Palmer really should have given us the 1-0 advantage there. Unfortunately, his finesse goes to the left-hand side. 10 minutes to play, and we're getting close in this game. Ken Graham Burke give us the go-ahead goal. He hits it, and the former Aston Villa youngster gives us the 1-0 lead against Bradford City late on in this game. We're going to hold on and move into the next round of the J Paint Trophy after a very nice win there against League 1 side Bradford City. Wrapping up today's episode, we are sitting equal first of the Football League 2 table, tied with Mansfield Town of all sides. However, if you enjoyed today's episode of the Notts County Road to Glory series, make sure that you leave a like on the video, fellas. Make sure that you do subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, posting career mode content 2 times daily. Make sure that you do follow me on Instagram and Twitter. The links, as per usual, will be in the description down below. But most importantly, fellas, I hope you have a fantastic day. It has been Jared HD here. I'm out. Peace.